Africa's youth, in my very honest opinion, are solution-oriented. You yearn for a vibrant economy powered by green jobs, and you possess a strong determination to scale up and maximize opportunities for climate action.
This summit and what you're all about and what we're all about this week is about the dignity of all of us as Africans.
Never stop being curious. That's what's leading us to this renewable generation and the change that we need. We must continue to be curious as a group to make those changes, to drive the programs to get to where we need to. But the biggest thing we actually need is for you to continue to be bold. We need strong leadership to deliver these projects, not only just here in Kenya and Africa, but around the world, because climate change is real and it's very scary.
Personally, I'm passionate about climate change because these are things that directly affect our people. As we are pastoralists, we depend on cattle and livestock for our livelihood. And because of recurring droughts and fluctuation in weather that has been occasioned by climate change, we end up losing our cattle, losing our livelihoods, and end up becoming poorer every day. So as a young person, I've decided to champion for climate change so that at least the voices of my people are heard at such events and we share what we need to be done for us.
Our world is changing. And when our world is changing, climate change is directly impacting our lives. By the year 2030 to 2050, if we do not do anything, is that we'll have over 250,000 deaths annually as a result of climate change impacts on health. For example, we'll have an upsurge of malnutrition cases, upsurge of diarrheal diseases, upsurge of malaria cases, and that will lead to a lot of deaths that we'll not be able to handle. The net fact effect of that is, again, we'll be able to lose about 2.3 to about 4 billion yearly. That is 2.3 to 4 billion US dollars a year.
I'm very excited that we are having this assembly here in Nairobi, just ahead of the Africa Climate Summit, because it's a huge opportunity for us to amplify and unify the voices of young Africans, and especially for us to be able to showcase our solutions and to be able to give an opportunity for our young people across the African continent to step up and to be catalysts of change.
This kind of summit is important because we get to voice our agendas, because we are more passionate in being part of the decision makers, not just at the tail end of validation.
It is now time, in fact it is overdue, for the youth to be mainstream, not just voices being heard, to sit at the decision table. As policies are being designed, as projects and programs are being designed, the youth must be able to sit and say, this is how it should be.
We have the solution. Bring us on board. Let us make decisions also. Let us be part and parcel of the movement and the processes towards climate justice.
Youth should be meaningfully engaging in climate action, because whatever is happening in the community related to climate, youth are vulnerable. Why do I say this? Is because youth are the most population in the world.
And I think that's why this summit is so important, because it's really bringing the grassroots voices to the front, and it's bringing the voice of the African continent and their demands to the forefront.
One thing that I have learned so far is that young people are doing amazing things. They just need the platform to be helped. They just need the platform to amplify. They need government support. They need donor support. All they lack is just the resources.
My recommendation is that youth, whether you are in academia or in private sector, there are existing facilities, financing instruments for climate. We just need to work with the right institutions, the Adaptation Fund, the Green Climate Fund, the Global Environmental Facility. There's so many funds.
Climate change is real. Let's be the people who are going to bridge the gap.
Let's fight. Let's fight for our livelihood. Let's fight to save Mother Earth.
We are the hummingbird of today. We have to make little effects, and those little effects will be massive and be able to bring change in our world.
It is not just a 3-day assembly, but it is a platform that will continue to inspire and unify and amplify the voices of so many young people across our continent.
With the convening of the Africa Youth Climate Assembly, you have fought your way to the table. We're going to facilitate your sitting on the table.